You understood maybe a few words in that song? Bro, my stomach hurts so much. I usually stuff my face with food all the time. Wait, what? But that wasn't supposed to happen. I'll tell you what. Since since two requests got since these two requests got mixed up and they're both for albums, um, I'm just gonna skip both of them and pocket the $1,000. All right, how about that? We okay with that, chat? You okay with that? We just take the $1,000 and move on. Um, you know, what do you guys think? Cameras? What cameras? What? I'm gonna drop kick you. Hey, listen. Hey, okay. Hey, don't sell Brad coin. Hey. All right, fine. Fine. Not your fault the queue got glitched, I guess. Not my money. Do whatever you want with it. Hey, look. It's your fault that you were stupid enough to send me money, okay? Oh my god, my tummy. Why am I so hungry, dude? It's because I'm used to overeating. All right, here we go. We got the album. Wait, why is the stream deck not working? Oh, that's fine. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Star Divorce says, Happy New Year, Brad. I'm sending one of the most underrated IDM projects I've ever heard and one of my favorite albums, period. Please read along with the lyrics of the first song. Thank you. Well, they're not here, so I got to look it up on Genius. Frums. I'll be reading along, but you know what? Oh my god, that's a lot of lyrics. I was just going to read it to you guys. Why not? It's not my fault that I can't understand your pain. I'm going around circles over nothing despite the energy I've spent on being you. I don't think it'll all amount to something, so please forgive me if I'm seeming far away. It takes a while to find the hard reset key. My body's broken and my psyche's doing worse. At this point, it'd be best if you could end me. Jesus. I want to fall apart again, with water in my veins and ice inside my brain. Oh, I need to crash against the day. A slave to all I make, a teardrop in the lake I call. Anyways, I'll let you guys look the rest of that shit up while I'll just be following along. Due to the amount of ads, I can't show it though. Oh, there's no way in hell you'll be able to understand this. Alright, fine. Bro, this living tombstone sounding ass music right now. Got an 84 on Album of the Year. Yeah, but Album of the Year is where all the cringe kids live, so. There's an 3.8 on Album of the Year. Now that's some real shit right there. Did you just say RoboCop receiving back shots be like? That is... I cannot believe I just read that. Oh my god. going during the stream. Bro, you are scaring the hoes with this crap, Start of Lore. Hey, what's up, Shunky? This is your favorite of the album, so it only goes downhill from here? Waking up to ash and dust, I sweat my brow and I sweat my rust, breathing in the chemicals. Billy's saying that the artist you gave a 9-. I gave this artist an... Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. What? That doesn't mean they can't do something that I think is a little bit out of it. I find the voice to sound tacky as a motherfucker. I really don't think that they could have chosen a voice that sounds more ridiculous. And for that reason, I struggle with it. Yeah. The whole Absolute Zero, it's cold, so it's got to be this cold voice given these very... edgy mantras, in my opinion, just doesn't really do much. I'd say it's like a 5 for me, maybe even lower, like a 5 or a 4. I think this is a pretty weak opener, honestly. Yeah, I don't like it at all. I feel like aesthetically there's something about it that's just kind of cringe. Song's a 10 for you? Well, hey, listen. Everyone says that the album gets worse from this point, which means it gets better, okay? Yeah. I can't even remember my own name. Next song. Oh, you said the 17th track is your favorite, not this one. My name is Brad. Wow, thanks. Let me just say, I could tell there was a lot packed into that previous song. However, I feel like the actual product itself wasn't rewarding enough for me to want to dissect it. Being said, this is nicer already. This is kind of more the IDM that I'm hoping for. I mean, like, I'm a pretty big fan of Boards of Canada, so, like, you know, anything that kind of reminds me of that cold, but, like, very careful nature that I feel like is can't go wrong. Okay. Apparently, Stardivore gives this album a 100. There's 20 songs? Yeah, but if they're good songs, I don't mind. Problem is, if they're bad songs, then I care. Any jungle or drum and bass recommendations? Ask Hexo. That albums like that where I end up just listening to it an unreasonable amount of time. I just stop overthinking, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe it's a 10. Second song fixed a lot of the flat and wide mixing on the first one. There's also something much nicer to the tone here. Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is just something that's very casually enjoyable and just chill. So it's definitely not gonna blow me away, but I'm enjoying the atmosphere and experience. What Town Hall you got in Clash of Clans? I think I upgraded to a Town Hall 10 a while ago. So I could get the Inferno Tower, you know? Do I hate Tally Hall? I don't hate Tally Hall. I despise Tally Hall. There's a difference. People still play Clash of Clans? I don't know. Also, what's up, PizzaCrescent? For me, the last time I played it must have been years ago, but I did play it for a while. I'd rather spend my money on something more valuable, like family. Wintry vibe with these reverb pianos mixed with a gently restrained but loose free percussion is... Yeah, I thought this was pretty. I think this is a bit of an improvement, but also it says, once again, what I was hoping... or not hoping. I'd say the first song here feels very loosely connected to everything. At least, I only know 2 songs. What am I talking about? The first song, even though it's a compilation album, already sets the tone in such a weird way that this next song, it feels like it has nothing to do with the previous one, and I wonder why it's put afterwards, because I feel like the 2 moods are just so different. It's a smiley ball for me. Next song, memoryfactory.lzh. Is that a real file type? LZH? But like NCT, no. Opinion on Boards of Canada's Stardivore. Hey Brad, I could use some advice for the future. LOL, says Red Sus. What did your parents think when you told them you wanted to quit college and start reviewing music on YouTube? You want to know what they actually told me? I'll tell you exactly what they told me. And I asked my dad this. I asked him when I was visiting him for the holidays. I was like, if I didn't already... Something like this. Yeah. Drops on my lap. Okay, I'll let it cool off a bit so it's less flaky. Thank you. Oh yeah, what I was saying was, I asked my dad, what would you tell me if I didn't already have my foot in the door and I told you I wanted to quit college and pursue YouTube full time? And he was like, Well, I'll tell you what I told you, even though you had your foot in the door, and that's you have a full ride of college. Just put YouTube on the back burner, get your degree, get your education, and then do YouTube. Yeah, his advice sucked. He doesn't understand how the internet works at all with this crap. So I basically had to be like, I had to go against my parents in every single way with my decision. Yeah, it was not easy. You can't just quit YouTube for 4 years after you have momentum and keep that momentum, dude. I jumped on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and it paid off, you know? I'm eating salmon. Careful. Can always go with your parents' advice. That's easier said than done, though. He was right, though. I had a full ride of college. And I had to say no to it because I didn't have the energy to both do college and YouTube. So yeah, salmon is S tier fish. Yeah, salmon is incredible. Anyways, I like this song. It's simple, it's quick, but yeah, reminds me of Boards of Canada. Honestly, the fact that it reminds me of Boards of Canada kind of puts it in a bit of a glass box for me, though. So, you know, with that being said, while I do enjoy it, it's just like reminds me of something else that I'd probably rather be listening to. Jam with pancakes. Oh, I thought it was pissing. I think it's oil. Kinda got that video game synth crap going on. Feels like a digital grocery store. You know what makes the digital grocery store aesthetic work so well? It's the simplicity of it. This feels like it's basically taking what makes it work and then just... Psh, it's like cutting off the simplicity of it and just slapping as much crazy shit as possible. And I think it ruins a lot of the charm that it would have originally. Makes it sound really messy. Feels like video game music remodeled and remastered to a degree of which it never was intended to be. And again, just sort of losing a lot of the beauty in it originally. I'm feeling a shrug. Completely overbaked. They definitely burnt the pancakes. Congrats, this is like one of the only happy songs on the album. Yeah. Dimensionalize, nervous breakdown. Not a huge fan of this one either. As I feel like there's something about it that with it being so stagnant, with it being so cold and kind of predictable, it just didn't really move anywhere for me. I didn't spill or drop a single piece. I'm super careful. I'm keeping an eye on every little bite I take. Yeah, no, I think it's predictable. Just in the fact it's so cold and kind of predictable, it just didn't really move anywhere for me. I didn't spill or drop a single piece. I'm super careful. I'm keeping an eye on every little bite I take. Yeah, no, I think it's predictable. Just in the fact that I don't think that it's really stepping outside the box in a song like this. Like, I feel like there is a very specific limiting factor to this song. Like, it's playing these very easy, choppy, like 1/16th, like loop repeat notes over things, and Like, I don't know. It just doesn't have the punch for me, personally. I feel like with this kind of music, you have to at least make it work in a way that doesn't feel so robotic. And I just think that this is just very robotic. There's some nice lo-fi work here. LFO work here. Cool. Nice sounding frame to the song, but it feels too cluttered and unfocused, like unnecessary additions and layers and dots. Yeah. You know, electronic music is good when you feel compelled to pay attention to it. Yeah, this is something that I feel like immediately falls into the background as well. I understand where you're coming from. Like, even Boards of Canada, I'm significantly more engaged with every moment of something like Geogotti. But the fact this has so many arpeggiators, it's kind of like how the last song was very much about, you know, cut repeat sounds and whatnot. Larium, this is about arpeggiators and just sort of having them go ape shit. But again, I still feel like it's in a very simple, creative box. And I don't know if it's a limiting factor for its own sake, but it definitely makes these songs feel very closed in. And like there's just not a lot of breathing room for a song like this. I do also want to mention Stardivore, and this is with anybody who sends in music, like albums or whatever. You got my full attention. Everything I'm telling you is from me paying attention, front to back, to these songs. And sure, it might, you know, look, I've enjoyed albums where people have said that they are the worst thing ever, and yeah, it stings like a motherfucker. But it doesn't stop me from enjoying it, and I hope that with my opinion, it doesn't change how you feel about this album. Depends on where you listen. I bet some albums like that too, you know? Yeah, Wing is just okay. There's a lot of flash. It just doesn't really go anywhere for me, kind of like a lot of these other songs. It's a shrug. Something for an epic payoff. I knew it wasn't coming. It just like catapults you immediately into the song, and if it doesn't grab you instantly with what it's trying to do, then it's just a bit of a dud. It's a very unique mixing here. Use of the frequency, depth, and stereo width, using its angles nicely. However, the song without the smoke and mirrors is pretty boring. Neither sticks nor surprises. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean with no surprising or sticking with, like, it just launches. Like, here, I'll just even play it again. Like, it's like the beginning. It's like a little creepy. It's like, oh, what's going on here? Hey, Poochie. Yeah, no. It's made with samples provided by Frums SoundCloud followers. It seems like an artist who gets a lot out of specifically putting limitations on themselves and working within that. And I can imagine if you can get into that and get through that, then you can probably get a lot of value out of these tracks. Frankie, what are you, her father? You telling her, you should eat, look at you, you're so skinny, you should eat something. Like, come on. Hold on a second, you guys. I gotta put away my food.
Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your hand. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raised blood dead. Rob the grave, just know the cradle, then burn the evidence down. The soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't be tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been. You talking about? Difficult to dance round this one till you pull it out. Boy, you must have been so high. You must have been so high. The elbow reverse the you say the inference.
All right, enough. Isn't that great? It's a great cover, right? Anyways. That's a command, Glizzy? When the hell did I make that a command? Love the atmosphere on this. Yeah, I like this one a bit better. limitations are genuinely paying off in spades here, as it feels like because of the self-imposed shackles are somewhat loosened. I get nothing out of this. I feel like so far as a compilation. Hey, listen, Boards of Canada. Here we go. Clifford says, if we compare this to Boards of Canada, Board of Canada always funds a solid foundation for songs building from gorgeous melodies. They always have cool ideas of soundscapes and all, but it's missing an inner skeleton here. That's exactly, yeah. Here, okay, Gio Gotti, such a good album. For example, here's this. All right, just hear how this builds up and pays off. It's warm, crisp, instantaneous. This was 2002, by the way. Look, it's simple, but it does everything right. That is what I care about. I don't care how many bells and whistles you have if you can't make the song work as a whole. And this song, 7th one, it's a shrug for me. Gio Gotti, check it out. It's like a strong 9 for me, this whole album. It's incredible. Like, genuinely amazing. Nishto. Or Nikto. Exactly. No, it is. It's every movement allows you to have time with it, and it just works all together. Hey, thank you, Naomi. Music Has a Right to Children's a strong 8. You guys a strong 9 for me. Both are worth listening to. Like, I think, like, I'll choose one or the other on a given day. They're both great. Yes. Mix isn't great here, man. It's weirdly thin. It's another song that, while it does have some cool ideas throughout it, by the end of it, feels like I didn't really get anything out of it. Just another moment of, honestly, just kind of disappointment, as it's sort of once again just playing within the. It's between 2016 and 2020. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not winning me over. It's a shrug. I don't know, man. There are moments during this song where I genuinely was just like, the mix is not really working here. That's all you got in electronic music, man. You just need to make the shit that's in the song sound good. That's it. That's your only job. Make it all work together, you know? Like the first song, the song earlier sent in from Frums did everything right. And for some reason, it just isn't, I don't know, the calculations aren't running here. Maybe I do need to give it another shot at some point. But if it continues being like this for the rest of the album, I feel like I'm just going to sort of leave this thing feeling like, Yeah. Lost in the new blankness. Okay, I like how it's building up immediately. Queue's still open? Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I left it open. Maybe it's because I'm greedy. You know, there's only been 49 requests today. Doesn't seem like a... Well, I guess it doesn't seem like a low number, but it kind of is. The queue was 5 hours when the stream started. Is the queue closing? I'm waiting for like, I think another $100 worth of music, and then I'm gonna close it. Yeah, this one has structure, but it's just so messy sounding. Like, why? Why does it sound like there's a fucking, like the song's being recorded through a wind tunnel, dude? Like, I feel like it totally butchers everything else about this track. I'm gonna go put on socks. My feet are cold. Gotta find another song to play. Or I could just, you know, play the one I was playing before. Hold on, let me find a song. I should be able to find one very quickly. Ah, here we go.
I'm like, go. See the shit I got on, homie, I hate blah, boy, my government issue. I hit your bullets break through your wife on a futon. So, homie, you got ways. Heard you got four for 7 days. I got bibs and bananas on the cage. They got more than a me and Yayo go back like some high top when I made. When I made 80 mil, Jimmy got paid. I ain't even got them now.
They say you're lane boy, lane boy, lane boy, lane boy, lane
steps of back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg. The went solo on that, but it's still the same. Long follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, but don't lose your 9 tris, 8 the years there for me to fuck up. So I ain't holding nothing back, and motherfucker, I got 5 on 20s. It's like that, and as a matter of fact, cause I never hesitate to put a nigga on his back.
Yeah, so peep out the. You see that it's a must we drop gangsta.
What's my motherfucking name?
Stay in your lane, boy. Lane, boy.
Did I miss anything?
Lane, boy. Stay in
Nope.
your lane, boy.
All right, let's continue. This song makes you want to leave the stream. That was a pretty good. No, whatever. We're listening to Frums, the entire project. This be a video? Probably not. I'm gonna be very stingy on what albums I make videos in the upcoming year. Yeah, that's the thing though, is the only purpose of this is to get lost in the ambience. And if you don't manage to do that, then it's honestly pretty empty. And that kind of sucks. Especially when I feel like they're actively changing things enough to where it feels like they're really testing you as a listener. Got cluttered. That's one way of saying it's mixed like garbage. Second half things I changed a lot in that vibe. Yeah, no, the second half is like nothing to do with the first. You can be like, wow, it really changed around. Yeah, it basically felt like a different song started playing. It gets lost in these songs, but you get it. I'll tell you what. Let's change it up a bit. Let's say for the next 3 songs, I'm going to turn up the volume and I'm not going to say a word. I'm even just going to let them run into each other, and I'll talk about all 3 afterwards. I feel like the way that I'm listening to it right now is not working, you know? So let's try something new. Next 3 songs, My Capacitance, So Mikey, and 24 Evo. Delay Llama. $10 minimum. If I see it on the queue, I'll help you out. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pause. All right, so I'll pause at this point and say, I did not like that previous song. I thought it did so much fancy footwork with the kick drums that it was exhausting and kind of terrible. The low shrug for me. Thought it was actively annoying. And I'll say that I really like where this one is going. This one is completely winning me over, like so much. go to school tomorrow, just drop out like I did. You'll never gotta go to school again. It started for. This song is amazing. Front to back, I think that it fixes a lot of issues. I think that the sound is a lot clearer. It's a lot richer. There's a lot more ideas that I feel like are given, like the floor, which has been a problem where I feel like a lot of the times the floor is shared by a lot of things and nothing really gets to shine. This, so much individually got to shine. It had great build-ups, great payoffs, and I think was definitely a lot more what I was hoping for. It's a smiley ball for me. A very satisfying 5.5 minutes that just kind of flew by and totally sucked me into the atmosphere. Yeah, this is great. Next song, the 24 Evo. Texture on this one is really interesting. $7:30, Liam, but you're right. Also, I don't think I actually have 4 hours left of material. Let me think. How much actually do I have left? You know what? I'm going to cut this down to being... It must be like 3 hours.
Give me $20.
Hey, give me $20. Anyways, I love that song. I feel like this one is one of the most distinct of the entire album. It feels like it has a very clear purpose, which is basically playing around with tempo, constantly accelerating, almost feeling like a picture that just keeps zooming in, and I really like it because it feels like much like a picture that keeps zooming in, like you see every time. It's like still high quality, and it changes the image even though it's all still kind of part of the same thing. Yeah, I think this one's fantastic, actually. Yapping about music. I know, I'm into music. It's lame. I'm sorry. Next song, Great Furry of Heaven. Speaking of great furry, hi Suki. I don't think you'll be able to see her. She's doing the stretchies. Hi Suki. Hey baby. Hey. You can't see her, but she's here. Hi baby. Oh, baby. Jeez, migraine music incoming. That was so incredibly obnoxious. I mean, genuinely, from going from interesting textures to just once again, dirty, like stimulation overload is just disappointing in my opinion. This one falls back into pure gizmos and gadgets. It's overzealous in being eccentric, where it doesn't check its ground floor before building a rooftop infinity pool with wave machines. Yeah, no, it really goes so above and beyond with this song, and I feel like it honestly, like, I kind of disagree. I think that there is a structure to this song and a purpose for what it's doing, but I just don't think it sounds good. I think that's the biggest problem for me. But yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be able to pick that up even. Like, the only reason I picked that up is like I'm so used to this loud, noisy shit. I had to actually pay attention to something else. Else I'd be bored. Too much going on. Yeah, no. Flashback log. Flashback log. just goes by she, them. Yeah, that works. I feel like that was one of the most nothing pad out songs here. That's a shrug. Of course, this is a trans girl, lol. I know you're not saying that negatively, but more ironically, because I feel like there's so much of this like breakcore in general, just like noisy stuff coming out of the trans community. But it's funny that you say it like that, because it's like, I know you don't mean anything bad by it, but it could also just be like, of course it's a trans girl, when it's more like, yeah, whatever, you get my point. I'm just gonna repeat myself. Hate this next track so much. I don't even know how to pronounce this crap. Oh boy, stereotypes. Oh man. Ah, man. Just let cemented breakcore is a trans thing. Is that real? You know, despite it being... Hold on. Wait. Hexo is about to say something. I don't even got to speak because Hexo knows where I'm coming from. I've listened to music that is way louder than this, yet I enjoy more because it actually has a strong structure and groove. This is just a complete mess. It's trying to be showy and shocky. No, I think it has a solid structure. I actually feel like this song kind of knows what it's doing. And it grew on me as it continued. I originally was going to be like, what the fuck is this? Because it is. It's so actively... It's provocative, right? But to be honest with you, I'll take provocative and a little strange and outside the box over a lot of the really boring and dull stuff that I feel like I've kind of endured through the first half of this album. So even though it's not perfect, it is one of the more interesting tracks here. And for that reason, it's a shrug. Next one is Swallow Smoke. Why are we at this part of the album? Christ. Huh. My ears. Oh my god, my ears. There's a new Hunger Games? What? Oh, it's over. It's certainly interesting. Give it a shrug. A lot closer to Camilla's latest songs, but just a complete mess, trying to be as busy as possible. I don't know, man. I mean, I kind of understand where Startivore's coming, where it feels like if you kind of sweep away a lot of the dust, there is actually something underneath here. And I'm kind of feeling that, like, there is something that actually kind of works, but again, it's like Harry Potter, right? You know, where he opens up the egg and it starts screaming and it's horrible and everybody covers their ears and ducks. But then you put it under the water and it plays a beautiful song. You know what I mean? It's like that, except for it's mostly just the first part. It's mostly just, you know, that first part I mentioned. Next song, Drop Dead. Subtlety? Subtlety in this album? Maybe it sounds good if I put my headphones in the bath? No, no, no. His movements? I haven't heard that. What the hell is even happening? I don't know if it's just the style of the song, but it kind of reminded me of that one song. What? Hexabyte fucks with that. This is a shrug for me. It starts off good, but then it just goes back into some weird, cheap tactics that make it feel less like a song and more like a gymnastics competition. And I just sort of feel like this compilation, is not really working as a full listen, honestly. Next song, End of System. On the album so far, well, it's a compilation. I'll just say that. This does not work as an album in the slightest. Not loving it though. I feel like it's not fully realized. Oh, it sounds better through $3,000 headphones than your phone speakers? Not really. You just kind of hear the mess a little better. Head. My fucking head, dude. Really feels like a gauntlet right now, dude. Oh my god, my head. My head, dude. Why? That was torture.
Dog.
That was fucking torture, bro. You trying to kill me? What is happening, dude? Not even that it's rhythm game music, it's the fact that it decides to integrate noise. Like white noise into everything. Like it packs it together like packing peanuts, you know? And I can't stand that shit, man. I'd rather have the product returned damaged than basically open the box and have packing peanuts fly all over the house, you know what I mean? Anyways, that doesn't make any sense. Nissan Mono. How come I listen with those headphones? Hey, these headphones cost more than your mama's crib. I don't know. They're expensive headphones, okay? Should have been the closer. Why? Because it's long? Where's my mute button, huh? You telling everyone else they can mute? What about me? Oh, and there might be something to this one, though. Regret wasting... Wait, Hero Wars? Is that game I keep seeing the fucking ads for on Instagram? Hero Wars? You spent $3,000 on that game? That's peanuts. I've spent $5,000 on a game before. It's true. At least I think I have. I might be wrong on that number, but I have spent $5,000 on mobile game before. All right, It's true. It's true. Bro, yeah, it was literally Idle Heroes. That's what it was. Jab says, I spent 3K on Idle Heroes. For some reason, man, that game was perfect. That game was the perfect money vacuum. That's the one right there. Holy shit. Damn, I spent so much on that game. At some point, I was running like, and this is at like the lowest of my addiction. I had like 5 different profiles at once. Like 5 profiles that I was playing on. So, yeah, I definitely had a problem for sure. Get 2 spender profiles, exactly, yeah. You're VIP 10? Dude. Thank you. Spent 3K on League? DSP spent 40K on a WrestleMania mobile game? Who is DSP? I get the VIP 10? Fuck no, dude. I think I got the VIP 8. Alright. To be fair though, if you've ever gone to a casino, I'll just say that you'll realize that money you spend on mobile apps is actually pretty low compared to what they expect you to spend there. Wait, Darkside Phil spent 45K? Yo, Kyle, thank you. I didn't even have the money to do that. Yes, VIP 13 and Idle Heroes is 20 grand. Yes, I think I remember that. Imagine spending money on video games so you can spend it on my stream instead. Exactly. Yes, we do have another album immediately after this. Spent $2 grand on Pokemon Go? How's that even possible? At least that game makes you move around. My god, my head. My head, my poor head, dude. So that little B has a Twitch channel? Is that real? Just hit my mic. It's Sorry about that. You're kidding. We're still on this, right? We got one song left. Only and I in the Mile High Club. It's all right. I don't know. The journey for me wasn't really that gratifying. I'm giving it a shrug. He's live right now. Final song from the haze of a ragged hypoxias. FTL music. Oh, my head. My head, dude. Song is comforting, huh? Crunchy is kind of nice, I guess. And on the day leads into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I'm sorry this album wasn't something you enjoyed and was painful for you. I really enjoyed this, but I think I just have a high tolerance for noise. I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody. All right? I have a very high tolerance for music that I don't like when I'm getting paid $600. Please. What you did is amazing for me. Trust me, there's no disappointment when I'm done with this album. All right? If I hate the album, then it's like, God damn, thank God I got over it. All right, and I'll tell you exactly how I feel about it. But trust me, I'm never upset that you spent that much money on me to listen to something, even if it's painful, you know? Even if it's painful. We did it together, all of us. We all made it through, even when it's noisy, even when it's abrasive, even when it's tough. All right? Exactly, trauma bonding. It's kind of a sweet little ending. Would you listen to the same song for 3 hours straight if you got $6,000 from it? In a heartbeat, I would, yeah. Yeah, but Kobayaro, I feel like at least, I don't know, I was never bored listening to that, and even when it was intense and overstimulating, I still was, like, really locked in, you know, and I just think that they did it better. You do 24 hours of the same song for 6K? I wouldn't do 24 hours, but I'd say the most I would do for $6,000 to listen to the same song over and over again would be 12 hours. I think that would be worth it for me. Yeah, I'd listen to the same song over and over for 12 hours. Need to run calculations. How much money to play 1 second of audio on stream? 15 cents per second. OBR does a ton more understanding of how to overstimulate without overwhelming. There you go. Overstimulating but not overwhelming. All right, I'm happy to take off my headphones and say, listen, first of all, can we all give a round of applause for Start of War? I feel like they sent in something that's very challenging, and I respect them a lot for it, even though I didn't love this project. This thing does not work, in my opinion, as a full listen. I feel like it shows how they progressed as an artist from where they started to basically 2020, where it ended. And honestly, I would rather hear them put their works together or sit down and really like try to make a full experience. Because with this, it just kind of felt like being thrown in many different directions and just not getting anything out of it. I'd give this project a 4 out of 10. Yeah, there are a couple of moments where I think it really works, but for the most part, I feel like I'm just sort of listening to loose ideas and experimentation that just simply didn't really culminate into much of all, but or much of anything. But yeah, Haunted Mountain and Chief Keef collab, is that real? It's actually lit. But yeah, overall, I did not like it as much as I thought I would. Felt hard at the end, no hate. I think fair's forward is fair. Was happy to hear more electronic music. Oh yeah, no, I had a lot of fun watching Hexabyte, because I know Hexabyte's like super into electronic music, so seeing them interact was great. Yeah, so thank you again, Star, for this.